Since the year 2010, the European Commission has been considering to fine the American Google, now called Alphabet, for its position on the European high-tech market. Concretely, the EU Commission claims that Alphabet has, mainly but not only, favored his own products in his general search results pages and has signed biased contracts in the field of operative systems, applications, and service for smart mobile devices. If this invention is proved, it would mean the infringement of the European antitrust legislation, and thus it will result in fines that can reach up to 10% of the annual revenues of this enterprise. This is around 66,600 million euros. However, has Google actually transgressed the limits of the antitrust legislation? And what's the actual problem if it has? Alphabet is the official name of the multinational company that holds Google, its most famous and profitable subsidiary. Google is specialized in products and services related to electronic technologies, of which its internet search engine is the most lucrative, but which also offers services like its Gmail, the video website YouTube, or the free operative system Android. The many technological fields in which Alphabet leads allows Alphabet to reinforce his position abusing of the power in complement products. For instance, the EU Commission states that Alphabet forces the installation of Google application in Android operative system devices by default, meaning that the consumers, when they buy an Android operative system device, are due to use some Google set of apps, thus violating fair competition. In terms of large economies of scale, these factors allow for higher sales and essentially to significantly reduce average costs in comparison with competitors, who as a result are left out with a lower market share as they are unable to compete. The following graph exemplifies the low average total cost of Google and Alphabet, as shown by point A, where low average total cost as a result of a specialization of management, efficiency of capital equipment, or perhaps the spreading cost over larger volumes of output are achieved. In addition, Google and Alphabet, as pioneer firms in the technological sector, have developed high switching costs, increasing the burden faced by consumers in case they would want to opt for another set of apps different from the ones created by Google. The result is the creation of a strong incentive for consumers to remain with Google, which allows the American MNC to restrict competitors and ultimately be the exclusive firm capable of supplying such set of apps to the market, which ultimately means that the American giant has developed a fairly inelastic demand for their product, allowing them to charge higher prices and exploit maximum revenues. Alphabet, formally asked by the EU Commission, has argued many times with the Commission. Amit Singhal, Vice President of Google Search, has pointed out that thanks to Google tools, we can nowadays search a wider range of information. And Hiroshi Lockheimer, Vice President of Engineering of Android, remarks that the free operative system Android has been key to allow more innovation in the software field. And de facto, now there are available more different apps than ever, which necessarily contributes to the rising of competence. In addition, even though competitors like TripAdvisor or Amazon have already complained about this situation, the exponential increase in revenues and the slow growth of the Google analog companies, like Google Travel and Google Shopping, shows that the Alphabet service may actually promote competence. The real problem of the dominant position of Google, apart from infringing the law of fair competitiveness, is that once a monopoly is established, there is not a real incentive to innovate and better the product, as demand is forced to buy your product due to the lack of substitutes. Ultimately, this results in an overall welfare loss of society and favors income inequality. However, a viable solution that can be applied by the European Commission is the marginal cost pricing by the monopoly, which could achieve allocative efficiency, as shown by the following graph. The intersection of the demand, or R and MC, curves gives rise to price PMC and to quantity QMC. You can see that QMC is larger than QM, produced by the unregulated firm, and PMC is lower than PM, charged by the unregulated firm. Therefore, marginal cost pricing forces an efficient allocation of resources and quantity of the good produced increases to the socially desirable level. However, this measure creates losses to the monopoly as PMC lies below the ATC curve at the point of production. If the European Commission does not want to hurt the monopoly profits, the best measure is average cost pricing as shown next. This measure consists on forcing a price equal to its average total cost, which is determined by the intersection of demand curve with the ATC curve, giving rise to price PAC and quantity QAC. It is visible that this measure results in a lower quantity supply and a higher price than marginal cost pricing, but it does not burn the monopoly, where it will stop producing. Therefore, this price-quantity efficiency combination is the most desirable from an economic point of view. In conclusion, some critics state that the last antitrust proceedings carried out by the EU Commission, like the one in 2008, only intend to investigate American technological multinationals with the aim of defending European commercial interests, while other critics, observing the evolution of companies previously fined, question the effectiveness and the utility of the current method. The European antitrust legislation punishes monopolistic behavior.